Oh, yay, thanks for following. Yay, 2020, 21.
I see it.
Thanks, yay. Let's back up. You have some, like, really high gain today on your microphone. Like, I can hear your background noise. Like, it's really sensitive today. It sounds crystal clear, but I think you don't need to mute it. I'm just trying to figure out what the word is to say. Like, your gain's turned up.
Yeah, I know. It's not. I think the noise gate needs to be adjusted.
Probably. Yeah, I was weird. I don't know why.
It says you're not live on Twitch right now.
But Moses is talking to me.
Is he? Then why can't I see it live? Is it? Oh, now it pops up. Okay. I find it.
Yay.
I think Ben's internet exploded like Yinski's for a second.
Probably. Stock market's exploding, so mine's gonna explode too. Okay, good. So my strategy kind of relates to playing both sides, and when I look to buy something, I don't know, the internet, the market crashing. I'm not really sure. Things are just happening. But I'm buying when I see a typical short pattern that I like to see. I look for the what starts that off, and what starts it off in the morning is people buying in the pre-market. You got to buy in the pre-market, create a base to raise the average cost of the shares up to that price, right? So I can't look at SPY and even tell you this. I can't have any. There's no real good chart to show this to you in. Not even here. Is this traded at all lately? No, I can't. So I look at this in the pre-market, and I would basically say, okay, where is it trading at? And then knowing that there's going to be a pop at the market. My kids. Hold on. Well, it's interesting when I'm getting messages from my daughter about being sick and trying to explain stuff at the same time, and the stock market's going down, and my internet is dying. Yeah, basically the gap and craps. The gap ups and the shorts. But I know basically the percentage in which they're going to gap up to, right? So I'm looking for them to shoot up, right? So I buy pre-market at a certain time frame that I've been paying attention to. And then as it starts to trade, I literally am adding if it goes lower because I know it's going to go higher. So I create a good solid base. When the market opens, it will panic or it'll straight shoot up. Usually the panic sells down and it finds a base in the next 5 to 7 minutes, and then it starts going up, and most of the time it'll break over the pre-market highs and keep going. Then it's basically holding on to the seat of your pants, selling off as it goes up, trying to still hold a position from down low, never adding into the push because that's suicide at that point. Because you don't know where the top's going to be unless you know the resistance levels. But if paper hands drops his pants, then it's going to go down. That's what happens, right? So you take it up. You're basically taking it up and you're going with it, and you know where the top is because that's where you want to short it at. And when you see when the short is, you sell your shares and you flip short at the same time. Typically, you're top ticking it on consolidation is the only time you really sell it at. I don't try to ping the top. I told you guys I give back about a third of my gains on my long before I flip it short, just so I know the top is happened, and the top is the top, and then I flip it short at the same time. So I'm hitting it for a massive sell order from whatever I'm holding long, and then I'm flipping short with the same size, if not larger, at the right back to back on it. And then depending on how low it goes, I may be recycling, because typically that first push down would be down, then you have a bump up. So I sell down, and then as it comes back up for the next round, then I'll average down by shorting again when it does its VWAP test, or when it does its 50% test, and then I'll write it out. But I have an exit rule for shorts, which is basically a third of my position at 70%, another third of my position at 50%, which is related to pre-market consolidation, and then the 20% chance for it to go to pre-market lows, which is another third. But I'm changing that now because I'm going to start holding multiple days short, and multiple days short, I'll keep a small fraction of my shares in there just to test the pattern out with the break even at my stop loss being break even. So there's a whole bunch of different factors that play into my actual overall strategy, and things have to really meet the criteria in order for that to be executed. So some of these smaller stuff I'm not really touching. I'm not really looking for certain things, but I do keep my eyes on stuff. Like that's why I jumped in GME as I saw SPY dying, because my analogy, I didn't add any on the AMC because there's a wall at 10 that's holding, which is weird. Yeah, man, the internet's being overloaded right now. They're slowing it down because everyone's trying to sell. I heard somebody having problems with their broker not showing the right stuff. So this happens when there's a panic. They need to stop the panic. They need to stop people from panicking. How do they do that? By controlling it. So what drew me to Texas? Well, I originally moved to Texas with my parents when I was a kid. And then I had the opportunity to leave, and I went to Canada for a little bit. And I came back from Canada, and I spent time in New York. I spent time in Washington. I spent time in Florida. And there's nothing quite like Texas. There's just nothing quite like it. Like, it's a much different cities. The cities are way different. The people are different. I won't say better. They're just different. They're more laid back. The state is definitely a different state than any other state I've been to. You can just tell by how people interact with each other in this state. It's almost like an unspoken level of respect because we don't know who's carrying a gun. Does that make sense? It's kind of gotta make sense. There's less trash talking in bars because we kind of relate that back to the saloon. Are we breaking 412? We be breaking 412 on SPY. We broke 10 on AMC. 1097's at spot. It's got to flash through. That causes a panic down to 950 again from yesterday. It's very weird that they're trying to hold AMC up. This is a testament to diamond hands not understanding what the hell is going on. This is when all the YOLOs lose their money and the market comes back. I thought it was going to be the other direction. I really thought it was going to be the other direction. I was wrong. Oh, Trey, I didn't know this was I didn't know you were bet on the day, Holmes. I didn't even ask you. I'm sorry. Should have asked you. But that made your day. That's good, dude. Oh, that's a good point. Some people talk a lot of smart stuff. Banking system access. Here, let me read you this comment real quick, Moses, since you're just kind of listening and chilling. Anyways, check out this comment. This isn't me. This is just some random stuff I'm reading on the internet. The U.S. military-industrial complex is hell-bent on global domination. They legit think they can beat down Russia, China, Pakistan, Iran without a global nuclear conflict, which just shows how completely deluded they are. The last days of Rome. And then someone goes, no one's going to throw nukes. It's all about cyber bio. Response back is that no one will start by throwing nukes because they're launched. But conflicts between major powers can escalate very quickly. I liken it to a chess match between two grandmasters. If one is getting beaten down to a clear checkmate, but he has a move the other one can't beat left in his pocket, there's a chance he will use it. That's correct. The U.S. is banking on the idea that the Eastern Axis won't fight. The Eastern Axis seems to be preparing for a nuclear war, and 100% seems to view this conflict as a fight to the death, because from a cultural, world point of view, it is, which is 100% accurate. It's also religion. You left that part out. Religious war. Putin has been building bunkers under his major cities for about 10 years now. This is fact. So the response back to that is, take a look at China. I don't want to. They know very well not to drive their enemies to that point of desperation. They are playing the game perfectly by exhausting their enemies slowly and just leeching. Marathon, not a sprint. So the other person responds back. They are very smart. I wonder if they're aiming to actively take over the USD as global reserve currency / launch a parallel official alternative economic system with the yuan as reserve. I believe they are. And the US usually starts wars with people that threaten their global reserve currency status because it's the root of their global power. Then a third person chimes in. Every stock in the world going down except THYT. Could somebody let me know the news about them? It's one of my private sources, homie. Discord chat. It's one of the Discords that I'm in. I'm in very few Discords, but that's a Discord between people that talk about things. I have different outlooks on that sort of stuff, man. I think the solution is have more money than your neighbors. I don't know. Have more money than your neighbors and keep your friends really close. But also, I live by the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So. Oh, wow. There was the give up. No one looked at that. No one saw that. As soon as I looked over, they gave up. They stopped wanting to hold it. Immediately blasted 500,000. 400,000 shares immediately blasted off. Broke through that wall on AMC at 10. That was the support. That was the real support. Can I see you? I didn't go back in time far enough. Let's see. Hey, do you have pictures of last year when COVID started happening of what the market was doing each day? I know you can pull them up if you go to Thinkorswim and pull up the previous. You need to get off that Wi-Fi. You need to move to Texas. You need to leave DC. Y'all both need to leave DC. Before you're militarized, before your new state, because I just read that DC is becoming a state now, before your state becomes militarized and you live in a militarized state and you won't be allowed to trade. Actually, all of your communications is probably already monitored, so whatever. I really want to see this in bigger detail. This is what I want to see right here. Tomorrow will be the day, won't it? So the question is, do we hold short overnight or do we not hold short overnight? Oh my gosh, get to Texas. I don't even know what you just said, but I said Verizon is your internet connection. I'm going to hold short overnight probably at this rate. Question is, do I add? Does that answer your question? I did. What is that? You're taking off half to hold overnight? You think it'll bounce? I don't know, man. Hold on a second.
Hey, so I just told Ben this. I gotta go. Thank you for everyone being here. I gotta get to class. I didn't realize it was class time right now.
Oh, that stinks. I don't even know if Zach's still here. Zach leave? Did you already leave, Zach? I think Zach already left. He just left his computer on. Bye, Zach. Alright, take these off. Don't want to listen to that music anymore. Sorry about that. I don't know if Moses is still in here. Moses, I see you later, bro. I see that you left too. Pausing this music. No, I'm not pausing that music. I'm putting this music back on. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, they're trying to hold 150 on GME, and then they're trying to hold 10 on AMC, looks like, and they're trying to hold 412 right now on SPY. Makes sense. Massive amounts of volume kicking in, and they're just trying to hold. They don't get it. They just don't get it, do they? Oh well. I'll get some more water real quick. Well, that didn't work out too well, did it? That didn't work out too well at all. I walked away and GME retreated from 150. Why is this Amazon bag so hard to open? Thought they were changing it. Oh, cool. Those came today. They're supposed to be here tomorrow. Cool, cool. Happy so far. Everything's turning out to be here. Now I need birthday wrapping paper. I don't know if I have birthday wrapping paper. Okay, let's look at this. Yeah, so silver. Did you see what the stock market did? Biden said he's going to raise capital gains tax by 5%. So SPY reacted by dropping $5 right now. It's currently hurting around $5. He also said by 2030, he's cutting the U.S. gas emissions by 53%. How do you think they cut gas emissions? By raising the taxes. You can't just tell people to stop driving the trucks. You have to raise the gas price so people can't afford to drive trucks. So the stock market responded by dropping everything down. I added back in GameStop, by the way, too. Just 100 shares. If it gets to VWAP, I'm going to add another 100 shares. I think this is the start now. I know I've been saying that, but that was a panic that everybody needed to be shocked that this isn't a YOLO market. This isn't, you can hope and pray it's going to go higher. This isn't a diamond hands market. This is when hedge funds finally realize that, oh, wait, there's a bigger governing body that can say, yeah, I don't want you guys to do this anymore. And that's when you saw massive SPY volume show up out of nowhere. So I think it'll be pretty interesting tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday also. Like, so I'm think I'm gonna hold short overnight, because I won't vest those shares by tomorrow. And if this happens again tomorrow, it's gonna be an SSR, and I don't want to short while it's SSR. But you can look at the SPY chart and you can see that they jumped in to stop the drop. See the volume? They jumped in to try to stop it. And they got it. They got it stopped. Kind of. But they keep stepping in, trying to stop the drop. So ideally, they'd want to finish SPY green on the day, but it's down almost 1% now. Which, yay. Then we're short overnight with Yunsky. Hold overnight. Yunsky said, but Yunsky's average is really good though, man. Yunsky's average is pretty high up there. My average is not. My average is still in the money, but my average on AMC is a lot better, though. This is the best my average has been on AMC, though. So I may hold this short in AMC also. I'm not whole account yet, though. I'm still waiting to see if I need to go whole account. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping these diamond hands stop being stupid before they lose all their money. GME down 12.8% since last earnings report. Underperforming the S&P 5. Of course it is, because it's way overinflated. Everything about them screams panic, but these are the best Robinhood stocks to buy or watch? Really? GM? No. Square? No. Roblox? Maybe. I sold mine though. I like to day trade it. Nothing much else going on, Silver. I lost to Zach because he had to go to school. CBA, yes, I can close. CBA, this one? Yes, I think it's the number for them. Yeah. Oh, I don't get to see the invoice. GameStop just keeps climbing back up those $2. They really, really want to try to take it back up there. I understand. That's weird. How did that tell me that? Sorry. Actions cancel. Getting pretty boring today, though. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much. It's pretty yuck today with not much going on. We had some action. We had some stuff go down, which was nice. But now we're rebounding it. Consolidating again. It's a gross looking chart. You can see that SPY is basically hand in hand right now with Tesla. They're walking together in a field of hope. Is it just me, or do y'all care about clean energy? Because I really don't care about clean energy. I really don't care. I don't think there's any such thing as clean energy. I think that's like when you just break down those two words together. I think it's a distraction from truth. Clean energy. There's no such thing. To say that there is. You care about clean energy? Yeah, during your bit. I don't think there's enough science that really shows enough data about energy. I think in models of certain things, sure, it could work, but I think there's a lot of things that we're not doing that we could do to, you know, do things differently anyways. That's what I would call it as. Cleaner energy? Nah. I think, what's the oldest form of energy? The oldest form of energy, right, is burning wood with fire. So is that clean? No, it's destructive. It's dirty. It creates coal, it creates smoke. That's dirty, right? So lightning strikes a tree, starts a fire. Is that considered clean energy or not clean energy? Or the process of making plastics. Process of making liquid diodes for these computers, for these phones. That's not clean at all. That requires lots of energy. So I think it's just a distraction to get people more divided on stuff. I know, lightning's out of your control. But I'm just talking about energy, right? What's the oldest form of energy? Nature always has a way of correcting itself. If you want to break it down to the lowest denominator, humans are the lowest form of energy because humans create energy as well.
What?
I don't want to watch a video. I want to read it. I want you guys to trending now. New batch. What? That's insane. That's insane. The planet would kill us before we die. Lightning strikes or target major cities first. The tide will change and take out sea. Cities by the sea, flooding will happen. The planet will correct it way, way, way before. Planet already does correct it, man. It already corrects it. Why do you think Texas got its first freeze in like 500 years that was insanely bad? corrected itself. Only needed to correct itself for 2 days. How do you pass a hate? Aims to curb a rise in hate crimes targeting Asian Americans. Review of hate crimes. How are you? Yeah, I know it was insane. That's sad. Sad that Fears attacked her that badly. Because Texans are awesome. I heard you say that. You spelled it wrong. Texans are awesome. That's not true. Yeah, it's a pretty boring afternoon. Sitting here babysitting this to see if I'm gonna close any of it out. I'm gonna let it all ride overnight. I'm not sure. I'm not getting much sentiment. Let's take to the yelling at each other places and let's see what's going on. Oh wait, what did anyone say? Yeah, we already knew that. That doesn't make any sense. Yep. California's taxes are now more than 50%. That happens. That's the best one I've seen. Mm-mm. That's right. No reason not to scalp. That's not true. It's not true. Wealthy investors can handle a higher tax rate just fine. That's not true. You're making it seem like it's okay because they have more money. This guy's an idiot. Correct. Capital gains tax, state taxes equals 52% in New York, 56% for Californians if that happens. No one sees this as funny. No one sees this as funny. So you're going to have two classes of people living in the States. The uber rich and the uber poor. Mm-hmm. Nothing much going on. Reading people yelling about capital gains tax on Twitter. Approaching nap time. I'm against taxing rich people. Who do you think spend money? It's the dumbest thing in the world. They're not getting money to bury it in the backyard. They're getting money to spend it. You sound like you're a moron. Or a dumbass, I'm sorry. It affects the top of the trading community. It affects those that have the money that spark the market for the rest of us to try to make money on it. So the 30% is who controls the market. The other 70% is so small that it tries to do. I mean, Luciano, I got nothing for you, bro. Oh man, people, I gotta turn off stream. I got too much other stuff going on, y'all. I will talk to you later. Getting phone calls and a bunch